Hi guys, today on Divas Can Cook, we are making this easy creamy pumpkin pie. Now if you are a pumpkin pie hater like I used to be, this recipe may just win you over. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna start with our homemade pie crust. I'm gonna add in a little bit of salt to some flour, and then I'm gonna add in my sugar. Go ahead and just whisk this around and get it combined. Now I have a video of me making this pie crust, but you know, what the heck, might as well just go ahead and throw it in here as well because it really is the best pie crust ever. I love this pie crust so much. Okay, now I'm gonna grate my butter in there, just grate it and then kind of toss it around a little bit so it don't like clump up and stuff, just like that. This way we're gonna have all that buttery deliciousness in our pie crust. So good. Get your little pastry cutter and just kind of, you know, cut it in like that. And once you have those beautiful large crumbs, we're gonna add in our butter flavor shortening. You gotta have some fat, lots of fat in this pie crust because that is what makes it, jeez, that is what makes it so delicious, having that butter flavor shortening and that butter in there. All right, now I'm gonna add in some icy cold water. Go ahead and dump that in and use your little spatula to kind of mix it up. Now I'm gonna place this on a nice little surface here just to kind of, you really don't have to knead this pie crust at all, but kneading it kind of helps, you know, get all the flour combined and just get everything nice and soft and lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so that looks fabulous. Now I'm gonna go ahead and divide this dough into 2 equal parts because this makes 2 pie crusts. We're gonna save the other for another pie because for this pumpkin pie, we only need 1 of them. So I'm gonna wrap them in some plastic wrap, kind of flatten them out a little bit, pop them in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour. Meanwhile, we're gonna make our pumpkin filling. So I'm gonna add some brown sugar, light brown sugar, into a large bowl. I'm gonna add my white sugar in, dump it on in, and then I'm gonna add in a little bit of melted butter. Perfect. Get your little mixer here and just kind of mix that until it is combined. Just like that. This pumpkin pie, you guys, I like that it is creamy because I used to didn't like pumpkin pies because they were always wet tasting. Like, why is it so freaking wet? Like, but this one, yeah, it's nice and creamy. I like that. Okay, now I'm gonna add in my eggs. I have 2 eggs and I also have an egg yolk, nice and rich pie. Where's the other egg yolk? There it is. Dump that other egg yolk in. And then we're just gonna go ahead and just mix this up until it is combined. And one thing I love about this pumpkin pie recipe, oh wait. First we're gonna add in our heavy cream and our evaporated milk. I use 2 milks. You can use just evaporated milk, you can use just heavy cream, but I kind of like using evaporated milk and heavy cream. And then I'm gonna add in some vanilla extract. Now what I was saying, what I love about this recipe is that, you know, not only does it have that nice creamy texture, but it never cracks on me. Like I have tried other pumpkin pies and it's like I always get like a crack down the middle. This one, for some reason, it always stays so nice and smooth on the surface of it. Okay, and there's my spices going in. You gotta add lots of spices because pumpkin pie is straight up nasty, okay? It's nasty if it's not spiced right. So you wanna make sure you add in all those lovely, lovely cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, all that deliciousness. Okay, so once we have our yummy spices in there, we're going to add in our pureed pumpkin. Now, if you want to use fresh pureed pumpkin, I have a video on how to use fresh pureed pumpkins from, you know, pumpkins. But I'm using canned because I really can't tell a difference at all when I use homemade versus a can. So yeah, go ahead and pour in your little pumpkin puree. Give it a nice little mix. I love the color. It's such a pretty color. I love that burnt orange. Okay, now I'm gonna add in a little bit of maple. Don't be scared here, you guys, okay? I know that's not traditional, but to me, the maple kind of calms that. Sometimes pumpkin pie can have an aftertaste to it, and this maple just kind of, you know, yeah, it works. It works really good. Okay, we are done with that. Now I have went ahead and pressed my little pie crust into my deep dish pie plate, and now we can go ahead and pour our pie filling into our prepared crust. Now I never ever par bake my crust, and I'm going to tell you why. But we're going to bake this 350 for about an hour. When it comes out of the oven, let it sit until it is cooled completely. It has to cool completely, and then place it in the fridge overnight. So it's the next day. I'm gonna cut my little pie here. Just look how creamy it is, you guys. Look at this creaminess. What? Come on, hurry up, Monique. Lord, child. Look at that creaminess. Yeah, and you can add some whipped cream on top. You can add a little bit of cinnamon if you want to, but this pumpkin pie is so lovely. It's nice and just melts in your mouth. And the pie crust, you see that crust right here? This is why I never ever par bake my pie crust on Divas Can Cook, because I love it when it has that little layer right there, that kind of gooey layer where the filling kind of soaked down into the crust. Yes, and it's not like wet at all. People are like, oh, you have to par-bake your pie crust or it'll be wet on the bottom. Honey, my pie crusts are never wet on the bottom. Okay, it's the bomb recipe, but it has that little layer in there, which I really love. And that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will know when I post new videos. Later.